Hi everybody, it's Jeff. It's time for part 17 of the MiniArt US Armored Tractor 1/35th scale. I'm going to try and make a little progress today on that blade. I did make up a little brass pin yesterday, so we're going to get rid of that plastic pin that MiniArt supplies, and we're going to replace it with brass. So hopefully that'll be a little bit stronger joint. Quick weather report. Boy, I'm having trouble talking today. Maybe it's because of the cold. It's almost 7 a.m. here. This is Celsius, minus 21 Celsius, and it's about 6 below zero Fahrenheit. So it's still really cold here. You can hear the furnace running in the background, I'm sure. Anyway, let's go down to the bench and I'll show you what I've done and what I want to do today. Okay, be right back. Okay, there's the little pin right there, and it's really, really fragile. I have a replacement that I made up on the lathe yesterday after I made the first video. I made it a lot longer. Okay, so it's going to go all the way through. This other one just barely goes, well, let's see here. Should be, I'm off camera again. Should be about like that. I've got it, it's extra long, so I'll cut it off once I get it all, in place and figure out what I want. I did a little reading last night and a little looking around on the internet talking about paint booths, and I ran across something here. Let me switch things around real quick. I ran across this on Amazon, and I'm thinking I'm going to try this for my paint booth. It's I'm not sure if it's refillable or not. It's an activated charcoal filter, 4-inch diameter inlet, which is for the same size as my booth. I'm not sure if one will, be enough for both booths. Now I'm doing this all on my own, so I'm not recommending anybody else try this. If you want to try it, it's entirely up to you. But so I can get painting in cold weather, I'm going to at least get one here real soon and put it on one booth just to see how the air flows through it. And then I might buy a second one, or I might just buy a Y and run both booths through the one filter. If I'm not mistaken, you can buy bulk activated charcoal or carbon, and it might be possible to, open this thing up in 6 months or whatever, and just replace the charcoal with some fresh. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know in the comments. I sure do want something that I can continue with my painting without having these windows open in this really cold weather. Anyway, let's go back to the instructions. Okay. Here's that pin right here. I'm not going to leave that way. That's just way too fragile. So let's go ahead and cut that off, and I'm going to drill all the way through, and we'll glue in that other pin. Here's the pin that, get rid of these glasses. Here's the pin MiniArt supplies, and I've got a feeling that just the slightest little bump. Let me pull this forward a little bit. I try and figure out where I'm going to be comfortable and then move the camera to where it kind of covers it. But yeah, this little pin right here is just going to be nothing. See, it's a knockoff. So I'm afraid that I would get the model all painted and put together, and then the pin would break, and then we would end up with a problem. So I'm going to go through this in the same spot. Doesn't take much. Try and keep it straight as I can. Okay, and that came out just about right where I wanted it. Okay. Do a little cleanup here. Let's see. Okay, let's see if that'll fit now. And I want to go through from the bottom, which is right here. Get that through. There we go. That's just going to be just about perfect. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out, see it just, I'm not even going to have to cut it off. It just comes out flush. So what I need to do, this is one of the little halves of the box that's going to capture that nut. I just want to make sure that I get it low enough down that that's going to set in there. Yeah, that should be just fine. Fact is, I'll grab the other half. We'll try and kind of assemble this. Just to make sure if I can. Oh, the pin went up just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, if I can hold it. I guess I could do it this way, just to test. That's going to go right in there. That little popping sound is I got a little heater under my feet. I've got the furnace on in the house, but I got it set on low, so my feet were getting a little cold, so I set a little space heater up right underneath the bench. So when it comes on, it makes a little noise. Okay, there's the pin in place. That all fits really, really nice. And then that's going to go right through there. Okay, that is just about perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure when I glue that in that I don't glue it in too deep so that this thing will sit just about right. Should be just about like that. I'll get some CA on it. Let's see here. This black CA seems to separate once it's been setting for a little while. Oh, I need to clean the end of that pretty bad. Okay. Let's see here. I'll grab a fresh toothpick or something. That looks just about right on the spacing. Yeah, I think so. Kind of stringy. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it looks just about right. I wanted to put some in here too, but I don't want to block up my little, the way I turned it. Wonder if I could pull this back just a little bit and put some on there and then push it back in. Might be a good way to go. Looks just about right. Maybe just a little bit. Might have to clean it up just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. And okay, that's better. Now, I'm going to give this just a little bit of time to make sure it's set very well, because that instant set does pretty good, but it's not 100% instant. But there's a few pieces here we can put on. There's the old tin. So we've got some parts here that we need to add. Okay. And there's the little heater. Let's put some glue on here. Okay. There's a lot of really nice weld bead detail on that. Just a little more to the inside here. Okay, and then the other side. I'm sure it fits. And we got a hair right there. Jordan's been leaving his hairs behind. This is Tuesday, and they're saying Wednesday it's supposed to start warming up, at least for a couple days. I hope so. Maybe I can possibly get a little bit painted if it warms up even for just a little while in the middle of the day. I'm sure it'll be really cold still for a good part of the day. Okay. And then we have some little, let's see, this will go at the front. I'll put that on a little bit. And we've got these little corners that allow the blade to swivel. And they go here, 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 and here. And let's see. Maybe it's because my fingers are cold. I don't know. Yeah. Come on. Get in there. Okay, it's not going to sit. Right there is where it goes. Just like that. Too much glue. Okay. Okay. Just see the glue going through the joints. There's a little weld bead detail there. I'm trying to make sure I'm lined up exactly on it. Okay. Huh. Okay. Get it to sit there. I'm going to have, let's try this. Put just a tiny little bit of glue in here to make it sticky. And try and set that. That's better. Turn just a little bit. Okay, one more. Come on. Okay, that's got those on. I left a little bit of glue residue there, but that'll clean up. Okay. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way that is. And then this will go right over it. You're never going to see where that hole was drilled. Okay. Let's do this. Just kind of trying to put glue right where those weld beads are. Okay. Way too much glue. Ah, okay. Trying to make sure everything is set nice. Okay. Then we've got our little box. Where did the little box go? There it is. Okay. We're gonna have to be real careful we don't glue this stuff together. To the wrong spot anyway, that is. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see here. Let's try this. Why didn't I think of that before? There we go. Let's see what we can do here. I just want to make sure I don't end up with glue in the wrong place. That seems going to need to be be sanded just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to have to glue the back side of that later. That swivels on there. That's what I wanted. Okay. Then the blade will actually, there's two pins on this, and that'll, let me zoom out a little bit. I zoomed in a little close. Okay. So after this sets up, there's two pins there, and they'll fit into two slots here. And then we've got these braces here. Oops, let's see, these braces here. So we'll go from here up to the blade. Or actually this way. Up to the blade. Okay, so I'm going to let this set up, and then tomorrow we'll continue on with some other stuff. But yeah, I think that should come off there now. Had a chance to set a little bit. Let's see here. It's a good idea just to keep turning things when you do them like that, to make sure that they don't don't glue where you don't want them to go. Yeah, this is still pretty soft, so I'll leave that alone for now, and we'll continue on with it next time, okay? Alrighty, guys, you all have a great day and stay warm. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.